You're listening to another episode of You Heard It Said with Jesse and Tim, a production of Jubilee Studios.
How do I get out of there? How do I? It's an extension of my screen, but I don't know how to get back to my. Oh, okay, I'm back.
It's beautiful.
Okay. I apologize, Thomas Cole, for throwing our podcast name over your art.
Dude, look at the guy is like,
yeah, he's
like
looking
up to yes. You heard it said. If you're wondering what we're talking about, go watch.
Go check us out on YouTube. Yeah, we're live. We have rotating art on our TV screen, but we are also going to have a presentation today. Slides to work along.
Not by ChatGPT.
Not shots fired.
No,
it's okay.
Brooke was just listening to that episode, so that's why it popped in my head.
Yeah, but so if you'd like to see the presentation, head over to YouTube. You can see it there. If you'd like a copy of the slides, you can subscribe to pay for Jesse's intro course to Reformed Faith. You can buy that on probably christianbooks.com.
Oh, dude. People don't pay for my stuff. I work for a church.
That doesn't stop some people.
That is so true.
It doesn't stop some people.
You know what? Like, I know so many episode ideas pop into our heads, like, when we're recording.
Oops.
But we should do an episode on that. On monetized content, or Christian content in its various forms.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Sorry, I was just
I need to write that down
on my computer.
That's right.
So
anything to get this beautiful picture up.
Yeah. I picked this one because I love this one, because also I feel like this is where I am. I'm somewhere stuck between this one and the young man.
About to go through the treacherous waters.
Yeah. It's
a picture right into your psyche.
Yeah, it does. So check out Thomas Cole's The Voyage of Life. It's a series. It's a 4-part series. Starts with a baby on a raft, and the angel's on the raft with the baby guiding him through calm, beautiful waters.
Yes.
The young man with the beautiful kingdom dream ahead of him.
Yeah, the idealistic young man.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the name of this one. Because it's not just like old. It's not
pre-midlife crisis.
It's called Manhood.
Okay.
It's called Manhood.
And about to enter into the treacherous waters.
Yeah, it's dark and scary, but
is every rock a child?
That's how many children I have. Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can see the angel's still in this one.
Oh, yeah.
The angel never leaves.
I appreciate good art.
Storms everywhere.
I try to appreciate good art.
I love me some art. I think I've said it on this podcast before. I used to have an art podcast. That was my first podcast. It was called Under Unqualified.
You know how artsy that makes you sound? Like you have an art podcast.
Well, it was back when
so pretentious
podcasts weren't that big of a thing yet. Yeah,
you were an early adopter.
Yeah,
because they really took off during
COVID.
Yeah, I would say part of this kind of lines up with when Joe Rogan really rose to fame, and that was like 2016. But then COVID, right? It was like,
that's when the
what
rest
else
of us
am I gonna do?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's true. Because even then, it was like kind of intellectually inclined. A lot of young guys.
Niche.
Yeah, it was kind of a niche for like young dudes.
Yeah.
But then you're right. It kind of like now all sorts of people I wouldn't expect to listen to podcasts are.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Are Like, oh yeah, I listened to this.
Yeah.
Or
dude,
I listened to your podcast. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
how'd you
that blows
find
my
us?
mind. Who told you?
you?
Yeah.
It's like the boys group chat getting leaked. It's like, oh no.
Yeah. What did you hear us say?
People are gonna know now.
Dang it. Now I can't swipe through all my windows like I normally do
Aw.
because it messes up our art.
No.
And you just see my dumb background.
The dumb Mac Sonoma background.
Yeah. I want to know where that is because it's California.
I'm curious with a lot of the Apple backgrounds.
It's got to be.
A lot of them
have
are
Sonoma. Well, they all are.
Well, I'm like they have different. They have different like galleries.
Oh, sure.
But yeah,
I
like
can't remember
that's
if this is the default gallery or if I picked this one.
One of my favorites is the one of Catalina Island.
Dude, that one in Big Sur.
Okay.
Big Sur is one of my favorite places on Earth.
Yeah.
And so I don't know why I don't just go back to that as my background because you can.
The Catalina Island picture reminds me. So you can see it. Nobody who's watching can see it.
Oh right.
It looks like I'm pointing.
I thought you were pointing. Yeah, that's what I thought you were pointing.
But on the bookshelf, the front and center, it's technically an icon. It's kind of hard to tell from here, but it's an island in the middle of the sea, and it's basically the
dragon.
What's that? Yeah, surrounded. Yeah, the home of the dragon.
Yeah,
the sea serpent. But it's basically like a giant island floating on the seas, with a peak at the top.
Nice. Are you gonna get that tattooed?
That would be up there for me.
That's a lot.
I forget what it's called.
There's a lot going on there.
It's the idea of the cosmic mountain, though.
Oh, okay.
We could literally go through. We could explain the entire biblical story by unpacking
that icon.
Yeah, and if people are wondering what this picture is, look up Jonathan Pajot, Cosmic Mountain.
Dude, spell Pajot.
Yeah, Pajot. It's one of those French Canadian names. So it's P-A-G. I'm like trying to spell his name, pronounce his name slowly. E-A-U? Yes, P-A-G-E-A-U.
E-A.
Jonathan. Good name.
Cosmic Mountain.
My favorite Christian thinker that is alive right now. That's this guy.
Let me, I can throw this up on this one too.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
For those of you that are watching on YouTube. Oh yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot going on. You've got them falling into sin and then them being cast out.
Yeah.
Actually, is this Cain and Abel? Because that looks like two dudes. Or is that not two dudes?
That is Adam and Eve still.
Okay, so that's still Eve.
So can you see the three different trees?
The three different trees?
Yeah.
Well, so there's this one up here with Jesus on it.
Uh-huh. Can you guess which one that is?
And knowledge
good
of good
and evil. The tree of knowing good and evil, right?
Good and evil.
Yeah, where they're taking the fruit and there's the snake.
Yeah, and then this one. What's this tree?
That's what they used to clothe themselves.
Oh.
It's the fig tree.
Dumb.
No, but but it's...
No. Dumb to clothe themselves in fig leaves.
Oh, yeah, bad idea.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Very itchy. Okay. Nice. Okay.
But it's a picture of the paradise story.
Yeah.
Exile from paradise, right? And then they're outside of Eden.
Yep.
There's the thorns and thistles.
And the
gate,
classic
the
dragon
cherubim.
spewing water. Yep. I remember those.
Yeah, the four rivers flowing out from Eden. You can see those. Yeah, that's like...
Oh, did I send you that conspiracy? I just became aware that there are people who genuinely think, and if this is you, I'm not even sorry. This is crazy. That genuinely think that the four rivers,
the
Garden of Eden,
is
in America.
Oh my gosh, dude!
The four rivers
are
like
rivers.
the Mississippi and something that that come out of it.
So it's in like.
And so when they were, but in their defense, when they were cast out, they went to the east.
But we're the west.
No, right. So they went
okay, I see,
from
I see.
the west
Yeah,
to the east,
I
right?
see. Even though, okay.
I don't think I.
Well,
I'm not saying
technically,
I
people
agree.
arrived to America from the west.
They moved west to get to America.
Yeah, over the
That's how
what's
they
it
came
called?
back, though.
The Bering Strait when it was frozen.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, that's when they came back. And
That's when they came back, right?
Yeah.
But where they were exiled from America,
so
Eden.
So Eden is like in Mississippi.
Yeah, that's actually
or
the
it's some
yeah.
mountain.
Yeah. Great.
That's funny.
Look into it. Don't believe it though.
I'll look into it.
Yeah.
That sounds funny.
Yeah.
I love. We never did an episode on that. I really thought about it. Like, yeah, theories on like where is the Garden of Eden? Because it gets at a really cool question of like, could we hypothetically find like
could you find
remnants? Like I'm not saying that Eden is some like completely otherworldly reality, although it is partly that. But like, could we find traces of like, oh, there's the cherubim? It's like, no. No.
I don't know. I would argue that I don't know.
It's not.
I think we could we can't go in.
The question is not, so this is going to sound weird, but like the question is not where is Eden, where is God's space? The question is where are we? Like Eden isn't limited, like God's kingdom, his on earth as it is in heaven reality is not limited to just like one specific space and time. Even though it like, yes, like maybe Eden was in a specific part of the Near East, right? Where God's like, all right, here's where I'm gonna touch down. Here's where we're gonna start this creation project, this humanity, God and humanity partnership. But you know, we're not gonna go find a cherubim just like hanging out somewhere on Earth.
Yeah,
because like, and here's my example.
It's more fun to think you can though.
It is more fun. Go find them.
Go to the Middle East and see if you can.
But watch out, because that flaming twirling sword might get you.
Yeah. Also, there's war.
Yeah, you don't want to go in like the Near East right now. Yeah. You know, something about Israel and Iraq and Iran and like all those countries are not super great to be around right now. But my reason is because people like the prophets, like Isaiah, he has to have a vision in order to like see God's heavenly reality. Like he can't see it.
Oh, you can't.
But until he's like transported in a vision, and it's like, oh, there's a seraphim. He's right there, and he touches the coal to his lips. Anyways.
Okay.
Right. So it's not something we can see or find.
Yeah. I think that's a good point, because I think I've thought a lot about like the spiritual realm that's happening amongst us that we don't see it. Right. Like we don't see spiritual beings with our naked eye.
Yes.
But I believe that they're present.
Right.
And so, kind of the same idea. Doesn't like we might be standing in front of Eden, but right, well, because it's in America, right? So obviously it's here in Visalia. Oh,
what's that reference? Where, is it in the Elisha stories?
It talks about Visalia,
where like one of their eyes has to be open to see like the heavenly armies that are surrounding Elijah.
Oh,
I could be biffing this, but there's a story in there, and it's all about. And Jesus actually talks about this all the time. You know, like whoever has eyes to see,
right? They're
gonna see. We're not objective viewers of the world like we think we are.
Well, that was probably the most on theme ramble we've ever had.
I mean, in terms of our podcast,
yes, that's what I mean. Yeah,
like in general,
like
it has nothing to do with what we're talking about today.
No, not at all.
But we could maybe find a tie-in.
Yeah, no, but that was very much something that we would talk about.
Yeah,
as a podcast episode. Sure. But today we are not. We are continuing on our series.
Yeah,
we just started last week And now we're getting into the meat of it. So we started our Reformed 101 series, and we are today in chapter 1.
Yes, sir.
Jesse has put together a slideshow for us, hence the use of the TV today. So if you can
recycled content,
check it out on YouTube. Go ahead over. Otherwise, just listen, because we'll just tell you everything anyway. Yeah. we won't judge you. It's fine. No, I mean, I would say 95% of our listeners are not on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah. So sorry to catering to the 5% today, but don't watch us while you're driving in your truck. Yeah. Welcome.
I want to start with a question.
Okay.
And it's very possible a lot of people will know exactly where this question is from, but
okay.
I still want to ask it. Tim.
Yes.
What is your only comfort in life and in death? You don't have to answer that.
Okay.
But that's the question. And I want to pause there, because that's kind of, because I could keep reading. There's an answer to that. But in terms of our podcast, the You Heard It Said aspect, like, okay, let's think about that before we hear the Reformed answer. Like, what do human beings normally go to for their comfort? And then comfort in life, but like comfort in life and death. That's a whole nother thing.
Oh man, I often actually do think about the comfort in death of non-believers. Dude, funerals are so much harder when it's a non-believer. Because where is your comfort?
Yeah.
And we have a pretty good friend who they are not Christians, and their kids are just now old enough that they're asking about death, and her in a non-Christian worldview, her best answer is, we just stop existing. Yeah, we're just done.
Yeah,
that's not comforting.
Some
to me.
people try to make that a comfort, and I'm like, you're really trying with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than being tortured.
Yeah, right. Some people take that as comfort, usually because they're reacting towards some view about Christian torment, something like that.
Yeah.
But I think every single person is, at least, it's inevitable, right? Like, you have to wrestle this question, and we're going to latch on to temporary or less temporary and hopefully eternal comforts for life.
Yeah.
So why don't I read the answer?
Yeah, we should answer this.
So this answer to this question and answer comes from the Heidelberg Catechism. We'll explain what that is in a second, but I want to start with this because it's how this document begins. So, what is your only comfort in life and in death? Answer: that I am not my own. And we could pause there, and we could talk about just that one phrase and how countercultural that is. But I'll read the rest for now. That I am not my own, but belong, body and soul, in life and in death, to my faithful Savior Jesus Christ. He has fully paid for all my sins with his precious blood, and has set me free from the tyranny of the devil. He also watches over me in such a way that not a hair can fall from my head without the will of my Father in heaven. In fact, all things must work together for my salvation. Because I belong to him, Christ, by his Holy Spirit, assures me of eternal life and makes me wholeheartedly willing and ready from now on to live for him. Pretty good answer. Pretty good answer.
Yeah. Agreed. It's always longer than I remember it being.
Yeah. And usually people will do just like that I'm not my own, but belong body and soul in life and in death, and to my faithful Savior Jesus Christ. And they'll just stop there.
Yeah.
which is
Fair.
which is fine. Like that's enough said.
I don't know if I have a hard copy of this document.
I mean, we got
It's in
plenty
the
of
gray
them at
book, right?
church, so
It's in the gray book.
yeah, it's in the gray book.
I think mine's in storage. That's
Yeah, I
what it
mean,
is.
we got a lot of them floating around,
for sure.
but yeah, I have a red one, so
Oh, whoa.
I don't.
Yeah. So today we're talking about the Heidelberg Catechism.
Yes, that's
talking
what this
about
is from.
Being reformed, and there's a lot to this conversation.
Mhm.
There's a lot of different ways that we can talk about it.
Mhm.
I think where I would like to start with this is, honestly, it's exactly what you have lined out for us, what the purpose of a catechism is. Because coming from a non-reformed background, coming from a non-denominational, it seems so unnecessary to me.
Yeah, like in terms of why are we adding to what the Bible says?
Yeah, why do we even need a catechism?
Not adding to the Bible, but like
that's what
that's how it
say.
gets viewed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So to be to play devil's advocate, not to be devil's advocate, because I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pretend that I am.
Yeah. He's judged. So
yeah. Right. Yeah. I guess I can actually hit play on this.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. You're not tripping.
It's the
way.
best I could do.
It actually does. The colors
slide.
do.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, if you're watching this.
It's slow enough that sometimes I'm like, wait, is it going? Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, I always viewed catechisms and other documents as such as like, dude, why do you need that? I have the Bible. That's enough for me. That's like, what's the purpose? Oh, I don't need this. I have Jesus.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, for me, I grew up with a lot of my friends took like a catechism class, like many of our students do. But I was thankful that I had like missed it, because everybody would be like, oh, it's so boring. I can't stand it. So like I had this vision of the Heidelberg Catechism being like, just why do I need to waste my time with this? Again, I got scripture.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can briefly talk about why this came about and how it's all about defending scripture against false teaching.
Yeah.
Whether that's of, picking up on our last conversation, whether that was of the Roman Catholic error or whether that was of the radical reformers, so the Anabaptists who were really going off and doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out tradition, the writings of theologians and church fathers, apparently it can be very useful for outlining what is sound doctrine or what is a sound reading of scripture. Because you could think of this experiment that is church history. It's like, all right, let's all read the Bible and let's all just automatically come to the same conclusions. And it's like, okay, go.
Yeah.
And schism.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you get, everybody becomes their own authority.
Right.
And that was really what the bad half of the Protestant Reformation did, was like everybody, just denomination after denomination. Like, I'm reading it this way. Well, I'm reading it this way. So what's a good measure?
Right.
And so that's what the catechism in part was aiming to do. And this comes in a larger conversation about, for the Reformed tradition, we have 3 forms, so 3 different documents of confessional unity. And all of that means is, some people might hear confession and be like, oh, like,
you mean like
admitting my sins?
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's about, these are things that we uphold, what we believe. That's what a confession, it's saying what's up?
I just saw how many slides there are in this slide.
Yeah, we're not gonna. This is a really comprehensive.
There's 201.
Yeah, there's
slides.
a lot of slides.
Oh my goodness!
So that's why we're talking really broad strokes. And and this is more of an intro than anything.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, because even in saying Heidelberg Catechism, which is one of these forms of confessional unity.
Yeah.
One, it's like, what the heck is a Heidelberg? That's where it was written.
Yeah,
Heidelberg,
it's
Germany.
beautiful city.
You've been there.
Yeah. I'm not to Heidelberg.
Oh, okay.
To Germany though.
To Germany.
Yeah.
The motherland.
I guess I did just express how beautiful it is as if I've been there.
I see.
My brother has been there. I've
Okay.
seen pictures.
Okay.
I have not had the pleasure.
You have been.
Heidelberg is not far from where my family is from, though.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
that region.
Yeah. So.
Heidelberg, I think, is where Adidas is from.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was.
So many good things coming out of Heidelberg.
Adidas and Puma, because they were the same company at one point.
Oh, that makes
Along
sense.
the
I
river.
didn't know that, but that makes sense based on their like early style
Yeah, because they were brothers.
and the white and black.
Mhm.
Like, really. Oh, that's interesting.
And they just kind of had different focuses.
Yeah. So,
It's almost like they didn't have a unifying document,
dude,
and they understood.
Adidas, Puma, you guys need the catechism.
Yeah,
You would be starting your own company.
they would have been. They would have stuck together.
Now a word from our sponsors.
Tired of being slow, weak, emotionally fragile? Introducing Adidas Ultra Everything, the only shoe scientifically proven to make you at least 7% cooler. That's right. Adidas didn't just reinvent the shoe. We reinvented you. Slip on these 3 stripes and suddenly you'll run faster, jump higher, and, according to our lawyers maybe, get that promotion you've been waiting for. So stop living like a human and start living like a brand. Adidas. Impossible is nothing.
Adidas, not a sponsor.
Wow, what a wonderful commercial. I'm so glad that we were able to get Adidas to sponsor us. That was...
You know, sometimes you make it big.
Yeah, man,
and
magic happens.
everybody wants you to wear their shoes.
Yeah. I actually do. I do wear Adidas. No, I only ever buy Adidas. If my wife buys me shoes, sometimes they're Nikes.
For a second, I thought I was wearing my gray Adidas shirt, but I was like, no,
Yeah.
it's the North Face today.
Yeah, I'm only ever wearing Jubilee
Still working on their
apparel. So
sponsorship.
yeah.
Well-
Also, a fun fact. I was 100% wrong. Adidas is not from Heidelberg.
No!
Oh, no. We brought them up and got a sponsorship for no reason.
Dang it.
I could have sworn, dude, but apparently it's from Herzegovina.
Yep.
Yep.
No, definitely know where that is.
Yeah. Dude, now I'm embarrassed. I need... How do you say this?
Wait.
word?
Was that a city or a country?
Oh, it's a city. Wait, really?
Okay.
No, yeah, they are German.
Okay.
This is, but
Well, you should be able to know how to pronounce it.
I know that's why I'm
Come on.
embarrassed because I should. But this is like, what I was thinking was it's right next to Nuremberg. This little town
Nuremberg
village.
Trials. That's the only reason I know that. name.
Yeah. And Heidelberg, which Heidelberg is in fact near where my family is from. It's just
Okay.
Adidas is not.
Okay.
Heidelberg
I
is
don't
near
care about Adidas.
is
I
near
don't care about the
Mannheim.
catechism. I actually have a German trivia question for you.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
not like Germany, but a
Oh, okay.
language.
Okay.
The word Trost.
Trost?
Yeah, Trost.
I don't know that one.
I mean, it's kind of an English cognate, so you could probably like figure it out. Like it's a sound alike.
Trolls?
Trost.
Cheers?
It's trust.
Oh.
kind of.
Trost.
It's
Okay,
the
yeah.
word that gets translated into English as comfort from the first Q&A. What is my only trost in life and in death? Which
Okay.
I think is helpful because it's like it ties it into not just like, oh, comfort, I need
Sure.
to
Yeah.
assure my own
Yeah.
what's the word, self-esteem. But it's like, oh, it's what's my faith built on? What's my trust?
Yeah, sometimes when you have trust in someone, you're still anxious.
Yeah.
Because it's still scary.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And, we kind of get that Q&A reveals a little bit about the climate, the cultural climate of that the Catechism was born out of, which is...
What year was this, by the way?
So this is 1562.
Okay.
And this is in a specific state, province of the then Roman Empire, now we call Germany. Not that Germany was the entire, but that was where the hub was.
Right.
And there's this guy, his name is Elector Frederick III.
Frederick or Friedrich?
Dude, I don't know. You tell me. Fred?
Fred.
Just a Fred III. But he's trying to figure out what kind of Christianity he's dealing with, or Christianities in his province.
Was he German or was he Roman?
Yes.
I mean, with a name like Friedrich, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
He's
So,
German.
back here, in the 1500s, where Germany as a modern state is a 20th century phenomenon. Late 19th or 20th. Like it's the name Germany itself.
Oh, okay.
Is a very, and the idea of like Germany as a modern state.
Dude, whoa.
Yeah.
Germany became a country in 1871.
Okay.
All these Europeans are like, oh, America's so young.
Yeah.
Look at our history.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not super qualified to get into the weeds here, but medieval Europe looks very different from what it does today.
Yeah, because I think that I forget that the Roman Empire collapsed because.
How much do you think about it?
I honestly don't. That's when that trend was going around. I was like, I feel like I need to think about it more, but I don't. I was trying to think of what my Roman Empire is, and I couldn't. It's probably Buddy the Elf.
Yeah, you got too many things. Like you have.
My Roman Empire is building a summer camp.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I think about daily.
You heard it said Jubilee is the next Roman Empire. And guess who's going to be its Caesar?
I've always wanted to be bald.
I've always wanted. You don't have to be bald.
Oh, really?
You just got to wear a wreath.
Well, the guy on the Caesar salad
Julius Caesar
cap.
is kind of balding, I think.
Yeah. But no, I forget that Rome fell, but Italy's.
Yeah.
I was always like, well, it's still a city. Well, no, it was an empire. But Italy wasn't formed until 1861. Countries as they are.
State. Yeah.
Yeah. That blows
the
my mind.
Roman Empire is still alive basically in Italy and or just Rome.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
Romania.
You go to Rome and it's a tourist trap right now.
Sure.
The city of Rome is a tourist destination.
Yeah.
And people that sell food to tourists.
Yeah.
I have been there. I can say that one.
All
yeah.
Right. I believe you.
Thank you. I have photographic proof.
Right on.
Well, that's not the slideshow we're looking at today, though.
No.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Fred,
Friedrich.
he's trying to figure out what different Christianities are, within his province. So he orders the creation of a catechism. And this catechism has 3 different purposes.
Okay.
One we kind of hinted or touched on earlier, and that's the idea of a confession, which is a way of professing. Here's what we believe. Yeah. This is what holds us together. This is what unifies us.
Which I think that one for me was the most oh my word, why wouldn't you want this? When I came to understand. Because I used to think it was oh, well, we don't read the Bible, we read the confessions.
Sure.
No. Yeah. First off, we don't even read the confessions that often.
And usually, the stereotype of oh, we read them instead of the Bible doesn't really hold up, because more often there's something to fall back on when your church is in a crisis, some cultural or there's no difference between a cultural and a theological crisis, whether that's stuff over human sexuality that's gone through every church in the world. Like, it turns out it's helpful if you have something that helps you say, here's something else, but here's proper, good interpretation of Scripture. This is upholding what the gospel is saying and clarifying it in the culture of the day, which, here is, late 1500s.
Oh, I thought you meant here. I was like, it is.
Yeah.
It's not that 15.
Yeah. There's multiple of these throughout the time, but so that's part of it. The other two purposes of the catechism are for the daily, weekly life of the church, I guess you could say. It's primarily a teaching tool for children, which sounds crazy because it is, I wouldn't say theologically dense isn't the right word. Like, it's
not light though.
It's jam-packed, but
Yeah.
it's not like anybody generally can pick up the catechism and be like, oh yeah, like this makes sense. It's written in plain English, even though it wasn't originally in English, but it's been translated. Trost. It's been translated, I don't know how many different times, but like it's used countries all over the world.
Mhm.
This is one of the most universal, and widely accepted definitions of Christian faith as what's laid out in the catechism, which finds its roots in the Reformed tradition.
I just think it's funny that
You're welcome. Just kidding.
it
As if I'm the one who is.
I am Friedrich.
I am free.
I think it's funny that it's for kids, and the first question is, what is your only comfort in life and death?
You ever think about death, kids?
Come here, Tommy. Let's talk about death.
Yeah, but like that speaks to the time of people who were anxious.
Yeah, true.
In this turbulent world of the post-Reformation era, and people they like us, right? We want comfort for our daily existence.
Yeah.
Also, especially back then, like infant mortality rate, just mortality rate in general is much higher.
Life expectancy?
Life expectancy is lower.
Yeah.
That's most of human history.
Yeah, like this kid's in a meeting. He's probably like 13. Why is he in charge? Probably because he's the oldest one in his family.
Yeah,
he's representing them.
dude. He's the.
That's what we can assume when we watch this. Look at this picture.
Yeah, dude.
It's interpreting art. That's what
I think this is from actual. Like, this is a depiction.
Is this the council
on the screen?
So is that Friedrich?
Heidelberg.
See, he's bald. See? Oh, I guess we're talking about Caesars though, not Friedrich.
Caesar. And Friedrich is just the guy who ordered that this be done.
Oh, true.
The guys in the center are the head theologians who whipped up this thing. Caspar Olevianus and Zacharias Ursinus.
So he's bald because he's a ghost. How
Casper,
can you never
the friendly ghost.
You never see. No, that's not true. Now you do. You do see ghosts with hair now.
Yeah.
Or Casper.
Yeah. Maybe he's easier to animate.
Yeah. Dude, when did we switch from ghosts being like floating blobs that glow in the dark to humans? A human looking, just they're like transparent.
I don't know, man. Depends what kind of ghosts you see.
What do ghosts really look like? Are ghosts real?
Tune in to the
Let's
next episode.
That's what we're talking about today. It's ghosts.
Ghosts and the Heidelberg Catechism. Very, you wouldn't think there's a connection, but
there's not.
Casper wrote it. So
yeah, so there you go. Okay.
It's funny because it's a tool for teaching children, which is what the word catechism means. It just means teaching in Greek, catechesis. And it makes sense because if you look at the format, how this form of confession, the catechism, is laid out. It's not like the other ones. The other ones are doing other things, but this is laid out in a series of questions and answers, which is the primary way of teaching. Right? You can go Socrates or Jesus. They are the great teachers of the world, are ones who ask good questions, and the catechism does that. It lives up to that. So even if you come across some of the answers and are like, oh, that either sounds outdated, like fair enough, it's very old.
Yeah.
But like I think most of it holds up very well.
Do we update it?
I mean, there's translators who have worked on it to make it readable.
Okay.
And it's possible we'll reach a point.
Amend it?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not amended. There are a couple footnotes that get added, like, what's one of the examples? I think one of them might be. Anyways, there's the Holy Catholic Church gets mentioned because it's part of the Apostles' Creed.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But, I think there's a footnote. It means, hey, by the way, Catholic doesn't mean Roman Catholic. It means the
right.
true church for all of time.
Yeah. The church universal.
And that's exactly what we talked about with Mr. K.
Right. Yeah.
On Reformed Catholicity.
Which we still, I keep forgetting we need to do follow-up to all of the YouTube
Instagram
we should. Comments.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to do a jort. Maybe we
Sure.
can record a jort later this week and do a response episode.
Clearing the air.
Yeah. If you don't follow us on Instagram, by the way, go check it out. Jump in the comments because everyone else has.
YHIS pod.
Yeah. Yes pod.
Yes pod.
Yes pod.
But then also it's funny because, right, it's a teaching tool for children, but also a guide for preachers. It's like, how are those two things together?
Yeah, right.
I want to at least say that people and children are smarter than we give them credit for.
People and children. They're not the same. Children aren't people, so.
Yeah. But right. Children on up, teenagers. One of the things I lament is that teenagers often get talked to like they're children or
not
incapable of.
Yeah.
The classic is like hey, you are the future of the church.
Oh,
it's like, no, you are the church right now.
I edited that out of a video recently. Someone said that in an interview, and I was like, nope, I'm not letting that get said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's important. Good. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, I despise that. You are the church. Okay.
Yeah.
And
this
now.
fits within the Reformed idea,
Yeah.
Back to our discussion on infant baptism. It's like baptism is entry into the family. Once you're part of the family, we're going to treat you as if you're part of the family. You're going to learn alongside. You're going to learn how to be a member of this family.
Mm-hmm.
And I would argue eat at the family table. But that's that's a nod back to our communion podcast.
Did we do it on communion?
Yeah, a jort. We did jort on both.
Oh, okay.
The sacraments.
Okay.
And people who took my Sunday school class, which this is based off of, they know.
Sure.
They know where I'm at.
Yeah. Which would also...
they know where I'm at.
I want to pull that in and say that's also why we try to encourage our students to make profession of faith earlier than when you're graduating high school.
Yeah.
Because you are currently already active participants in the church.
Yeah.
And so...
Mm-hmm.
The only requirement for you to make profession of faith is that you have faith in Christ.
Yeah.
And I know you do.
Yeah. And according to the Catechism, any baptized member, like anyone who's baptized, like they are one who can participate as a full member of the family.
So are you trying to say, according to this catechism, we don't even need profession of faith?
Profession of faith is a great tradition that we have tagged on after baptism.
Yeah.
Because it's not a sacrament.
Who are you, AJ?
I do know the guy.
Yeah.
He is in the office next door.
Yeah, and I think he's coming on not next, but after next episode.
Yeah,
maybe. We'll see. We'll see how the schedule shakes out.
Sounds good.
Okay. Tell me more about the Heidelberg Catechism.
So I like the catechism, and I didn't expect to. Like, teaching through it was really beneficial for me.
Wait, when did you not expect to like it?
Well, so growing up, I mean, it's not that I didn't like it. Like I
thought you meant like when you moved here. I was like,
I swear I'm a Reformed member of the CRC in good standing tradition. Anyways,
that was a close call.
That was close.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
But growing up, in a CRC world, I had a lot of friends who took catechism class. I didn't for whatever reason. And I was glad because people were like, oh, it's so boring, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And they must have just had boring teachers and hey, maybe I'm there too. Maybe I'm a boring teacher.
You know what though? I can see that as
But-
a teenager, just reading through the 129 question and answers
Yeah. Yeah. And it's hard to
Would-
grasp it's
can be arduous.
yeah. Yeah. You need to pace yourself
Yeah.
but part of that it's a resource, but I'd like to argue, we get asked all the time for people who want devotion recommendations, and as we both have acknowledged, those are few and far between.
We just need to write one.
I've thought about it, but doing a daily devo is
Yeah.
so.
I say we, but every time I'm like, hey, let's write a devotion together for camp, I just have you write it.
It's fine. I
You're
enjoy.
just better
I
at
enjoy
it.
doing it.
We should write one. I'm going to come up with the title.
You just want your name tagged on a devotional by Tim and Jesse. But then it's all in my handwriting.
The right. Each chapter has the author. It's Jesse.
By Jesse. But I would argue one way, especially if you're trying to get a better grasp for what the Reformed tradition is, it as an expression of true Christian faith, right? Not as its own thing. The Catechism is a great place to start. It's often how people find their way into the Reformed tradition. I know many people at our church have, they didn't like those internet Calvinists. They didn't like, whatever. But then kind of through the back door stumbled upon the Catechism and were like, oh, this is gold.
Yeah.
Where did this come from? Oh,
Yeah.
the Reformed tradition. Anyways.
I don't know. I think that's honestly a really good, important thing to remember too when you're trying to teach someone about something or even evangelize. There are a lot of people who are turned off from Christianity because of Christians.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, well, but we're not trying to convert you to Tim and Jesse's Reformed doctrine. Hopefully we're a good example of what it looks like, but we're also human with error and our own egos.
Mm-hmm.
Don't throw out Reformed theology because there's a douchebag on the internet that's Reformed.
Yeah.
Go to the source, right? Heidelberg. More importantly, Christianity, right? Don't look at Christians, look at Christ.
Uh-huh.
And so this is a really, that's a good point.
I forget who said it. Oh, it'll come to me later. But basically said, I think trying to summarize where he was at. All right, I think the best way to be human is to be Christian. The best way to be Christian is to be Protestant. The best way to be Protestant is to be Reformed. And so it's just trying to summarize that I'm after the purest form of Christianity that I can find. And, I'd way rather have somebody end up Anglican or Roman Catholic than just not in the Christian camp whatsoever. You know what I mean? That. And we're all trying to do this if we're, those of us who are striving honestly, that's hopefully what we're doing to the best of our ability.
Yeah. Do you think
at the end of the day
Friedrich said that?
Dude, I don't know what Friedrich said. He's I know what Friedrich said. He said, hey, give me a catechism. Tell me what you believe. And then.
But he said it in German.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
9.
I
could not ask for a catechism in German either.
But the way the catechism is laid out is really helpful. And the reason why I bring it up as a potential devotion, it'd be a weekly devotion because it's laid out in 52 Lord's days, so Sundays. Yeah. And that was for teaching or preaching resource, basically.
Yeah.
But also there is to get into the actual content of the catechism, there's a logical flow to it. It's not just, all right, here's a bunch of random spread out like Christian teachings. There's a lot of thought to it, and that gets us into the structure, which is, some have called it guilt. I screwed it up already. Guilt.
Why are you trying to avoid
first,
something?
then grace. Yeah, I know, right? Then gratitude. Some people call it sin, salvation, service, or...
But it's got to be an alliteration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Misery, deliverance, grace, but that gets away from the alliteration. That's probably more accurate because it begins by talking about sin not as guilt, like, oh, feeling bad for doing bad things, but it's sin is miserable for us. It's not just, it doesn't just feel good.
Sure,
like it's bad.
Yeah.
And we hit on that a little bit in the previous episodes of like, one of the themes that comes out of the Reformed tradition is like when we talk about the human condition, when we talk about sin and being dead in our sins, we mean truly dead. And part of that comes from I think one of the best Q&As to summarize that is Q&A 8.
Okay.
I don't know which Lord's Day this is.
I would guess 2 or 3, because it's usually
That's
like
early on.
It's like 3 or 4 questions per Lord's Day, right?
Let me see. It is in Lord's Day 3. Yeah.
Camera saw me hold it
Good
up.
guess. Good guess.
Yeah.
I'm
not looking at it. I
You
swear.
didn't. I thought you looked.
This
it up.
is my screen. I can't look at anything else on my
that's true.
computer.
Dude,
This
done.
is very good to keep me focused.
Nice.
Sometimes I look up trucks.
What are you,
I
a
just want to buy a
child?
truck. I get distracted.
Toy trucks, real trucks.
Real truck, yeah.
Yeah,
Tonka trucks.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, I have a. Okay, wait, no. Sorry. Did you answer it?
I'll bring up Q&A and then we could swing around.
Yeah.
So Q&A 8 asks, we're beginning to talk about sin. Question, but are we like so corrupt that we are totally unable to do any good and like we're just inclined towards evil? Answer, yes. Unless we are born again by the Spirit of God.
Yeah.
And this is total depravity in a nutshell. The one of the most important starting points for understanding the broader picture of salvation is not to sort of go easy on sin or talk about sin later, or sin is just, messing up, and like, no, we're incapable unless God's Spirit works within us.
Yeah, I think that's probably something that we get flack for from the American evangelical church, is going so harsh on sin.
Yeah.
Or just even talking about sin. We talked about that in a staff meeting not too long ago, about how there are churches that we're relatively connected to, we're just in town, not through denomination, that it's just kind of not their thing to talk about sin. And that's dangerous.
Yeah, because I'll pick on the New Testament, right? Because it's easy for you to be like, oh, the Old the Old Testament, that's the law and sin part.
Yeah, that was a scary one.
Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, dude, read through the Gospel of Matthew. Like, Jesus is fiery against sin.
Dude,
the Apostle Paul is fiery against sin.
Don't try to read the book of James.
Dude.
Without looking
Dude, he goes hard on rich people. he goes, weep at the misery that's coming towards you. It's like, oh my gosh, James, chill.
Don't ask for donations.
I like the answer on this in part because it doesn't just say, right, are we so corrupt that we can't do any good? Yes, unless we have faith.
Yeah, right, yeah.
It's like, no, where's that faith coming from?
Yeah.
And this is kind of, I don't want to get us in the weeds completely, but the reason it's a good answer is because it constantly focuses on God's work. That's what the Reformed tradition does well. We could say, oh, the Reformed tradition, it's always talking about sin. It's like, no, it's always talking about God and how, and then where are we in relationship to God? It's like, well, all have fallen short and, of the glory, all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Mm-hmm. Paul said something like that in Romans.
Yeah. I don't remember who said that.
But then we're in our own, here's a caricature of Reformed faith.
Okay.
Right? Like, God put us in that position because, right, God put us in our miserable, sinful condition so that
Opus Clip,
he could...
Don't pretend that Jesse's saying that.
Opus Clip, I'm watching you. Don't clip me bad here. Thank you. But, it's easy for us to get caricatured into being God is putting us in a position.
Yeah.
The Catechism and the whole John Calvin, the whole Reformed tradition could not be clearer. It's like, no, we do that. Mm-hmm. Our own decision making, our own hearts put us in that position.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I had to bring that up, but
No, I think so. You've said the word a ton of times. We work together. You know that I know what you're talking about, but maybe not everyone knows what we're talking about.
Did I say something without defining it?
Yeah. What is a catechism?
Oh no, I brushed over it very.
Oh, you just defined the word.
Yeah.
But what is because you translated it. It's just teaching.
Yeah. It just means teaching.
That's all it means?
If I go through,
then
why? You could say, yeah.
I mean,
it's we don't really use this word very much.
Right? Yeah.
Which I'm glad you bring us back to this. It's a more formalized way of question and answering. But that's what teaching is at the end of the day.
So a catechism is a compiled teaching of the Reformed.
It's a teaching tool.
This one is a categorized compilation of Reformed teaching.
Yeah.
This one, not all Reformed.
Right. This is specifically like the Belgic Confession is not a catechism because it's not a teaching tool. It's not laid out in the question answer format.
Okay.
You
So
know
it
what I
has
mean?
to be
right, because this isn't just here's just like boom, here's a statement of what we believe. It's doing it in a dialectic way. Right? Back and forth. There's two people involved. I'm not just reading this on my own, although you totally could, that's fine.
Yeah.
But this is meant to be a tool for the classroom setting it's dialectic.
Okay.
Like think about how Jesus teaches, he'll ask a question like, hey, who do people say the Son of Man is? And then people answer, and then he'll give an answer that corrects or modifies, what was responded to. So no, I'm glad. Right, because that could have easily been skipped over because I just said catechism, which is a teaching tool for children, right? Like that was when that came up.
Yes, for babies.
But it's right, and and that at the end of the day, like that's what this could be used for.
Now I'm just distracted looking at all the slides.
I know there's a lot of them. Use that gradient a lot.
200.
By the way. And this could be used as a sort of a devotional to work through.
Okay.
There's a great book by Kevin DeYoung. We mentioned him
He's
before.
written a lot of books.
Yeah.
I think we actually mentioned him in the last episode.
Yeah. He has a book.
About.
Which one was that? Why can't I remember?
I don't remember. Because we were talking about the book Letters to a Young Calvinist, who was not written by him, but another one that we referenced.
I think we were mentioning him just as like a good author and place to start because we were talking about different podcasts and other resources.
Okay.
Like White Horse Inn and Michael Horton.
Oh, yeah.
But Kevin DeYoung wrote a book. It's called The Good News We Almost Forgot. And then the subtext is Rediscovering the Gospel in a 16th Century Catechism. And he walks through...
That's a riveting subtext.
Yeah, it's well put, though, because it's like, the good news we almost forgot. What do you mean? Like, we totally know the gospel. It's like, do we? gospel is one of those words, you heard it said style. It's easy. Like, what is the good news? Some people have been polled on this, actually. Like, what is the good news?
Well, and like we were just talking about, if you forget the gravity of sin, the good news ain't so great.
Yeah. It's just news that you can ignore because you don't need it.
Because you're not that bad. Yeah.
Don't clip that.
I'm vetting them now, I promise. Not on YouTube, though. Good luck.
Yeah, it's all right. YouTube's a wild,
it's
a wild west. But yeah, I like the title because, turns out we do need, a good definition and then expounding upon, teaching of the gospel. Because some people just straight up think the gospel is do unto others as they would do unto you. It's legit like what a good chunk of Americans think. The gospel is the golden rule. Yeah. Oh, be a good person and then God will save you. Or people think the good news is believe that Jesus died on a cross. Without filling in what the heck does that mean? What does that mean for me? What does that mean for sin? Or the good news is Jesus did something and I can go to heaven when I die.
Yeah. And
I don't need to trust him. I just need to believe that proposition.
Oh, sure.
And so I'm not trusting Jesus. I'm just trusting something that may or may not be true for me.
Yeah. That was actually, I'm trying to think who he was talking to. I can never remember his name. He's a really famous, not really famous, obviously, if I can't remember his name. But he's a comedian that hangs out with Theo Vaughn.
Okay.
He's the Asian.
Oh, Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee, thank you.
From Bad Friends podcast with Andrew Santino.
Dude,
I know some of our students listen.
I got to practice learning names. I'm so bad at names.
Maybe they shouldn't.
Yeah, don't listen. No, that's a very... Yeah, this is not an endorsement.
Yep,
for the
not
record.
An endorsement.
But he was talking to someone about faith because it got...
I think he was on George Janko's podcast.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
But he asked the question, dude, okay, pause though. Yeah. Why did it become a thing that all these comedian podcasters are having deep, heavy faith conversations?
What
is happening?
Comedians are the canaries in the coal mine. They are always on the forefront of what's funny, what's edgy, what's strangely new. And that's what's really funny about, I like to say, we live in sort of a clown world where things happen that you just wouldn't expect. What's that? Being a rebellious, punk rocker, think back, 90s and earlier, whatever. That's boring vanilla,
right? Yeah,
just milk toast.
Milk toast.
Yeah, you heard that?
I've never heard.
It's just another synonym for just bland. But what's really just cutting edge and being edgy? It's being a Christian, better yet, being an Orthodox Christian and submitting yourself to a priest in an ancient tradition.
Yeah. But so his question,
crazy.
And actually, now that I say this, I think Wes Huff was the one that he was asking this question to. But his question was effectively so I believe in heaven. I think that's a real thing, but you're telling me because I don't believe in Jesus, I can't go. And Wes is like, yeah.
Yeah. That's always a funny one. Where do you think the idea of heaven came from? In the way that, not the word, but the way that it's understood by every American today.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody has. You go back pre-Jesus. What's heaven?
You go back pre-Jesus, Jesse. Don't blaspheme on the podcast.
Hey, man, this is the Old Testament. But no, I'm saying like across languages, cultures, you have a word for what's up there. It's either the sky or the heaven. It means the same thing. What's up there? Jesus comes to at a specific point in history, to a specific people within a larger story world, and says, hey, here it is, the kingdom of heaven. It's here. It's arriving. And it will come in its fullness. And like, you don't have an idea of like paradise after death in other cultures. And the ones that you do find them, like Islam, they're just riffing off of the Christian tradition. Like,
right, yeah.
That's a whole nother animal, and that might upset people. But not our core listeners. I don't think we have any
Maybe we'll talk about that one day.
Muslims in our core listenership. But yeah, anyways, that's a great point, right? The good news is not like, hey, I'm ambiguously going to heaven.
Right.
Like, no, and the Catechism is very clear. Like, the good news is that if you have true trust in Jesus, no matter how small, you are united with him, and that is what saves you, and that is what will bring you into, the age to come. Yes, heaven, or new creation, heaven on earth, like that's a part of that. But the heart of the good news is Jesus, who is where heaven and earth are one, and if we believe in him, he's in us.
So we don't need to go back to the Garden of Eden. We need to go back to Jesus.
Yeah.
So we should stop looking for the garden.
Yeah, that was a good tie-in, man. That's a great tie-in.
I told you that.
Yeah. Yes.
That intro.
People, that's become a popular phrase though. Like the mission is to get back to the garden. It's like, no, we need a new garden, and we need new hearts. Right, we need to be new humans.
We are not going back to that garden.
Yeah. We need the one who's at the center of the garden. The garden is just fluff.
Yeah.
Compared to the God who's at the center of it.
We weren't created for the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, maybe this is a good place to land the plane and just say, hey, here's the big picture of the Catechism. It's about the gospel at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And how we get saved, but also remember, it's comfort in life and death, right? And it's easy to focus just on the post life, right? So death. Okay, I'm in. I get to be saved. No, this is also comfort for our everyday lives.
Right. Yeah. True. Well, thanks for joining us as we start this series. Next week, we're going to be continuing through a bit of catechism explanation.
Yeah.
Whether that's a little bit more Heidelberg, whether that's touching on some of the other core documents that we hold as guidance, and or both.
Yeah, we'll see.
Probably, if not,
a little bit of both.
Then we'll keep going. But again, we laid out in our last episode where we were headed with these conversations. If you want us to add something to that list, I don't have the list in front of me. You got to go back and listen to the episode and then like it. Go to a different platform and listen to it somewhere else, so that just it's all about the numbers.
Algorithm.
Yeah, that's right. Let us know what you want us to talk about, because we would love to make sure that we're talking about things that you want to listen to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just talking to each other in our office, which we do anyway. So I guess
we're gonna do it no matter what.
Yeah, we're just gonna do it anyway. Well, cool. Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks, Tim.
That was helpful. I hope that you enjoy this beautiful art again. Mom, I hope you do too. Bye.
This has been an episode of You Heard It Said, a podcast of Jubilee Studios. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with new episodes to come, and share this pod with your friends. Thanks for listening.